Howdy YouTube, Unky Joe here, Unky Joe's Playhouse. It's about 8:15 in the evening, and this video just could not wait. I cannot wait any longer. As y'all know, or may not know, I purchased a used iPhone. Well, let me tell you the whole story. We changed insurance companies, and we went with, who do we go with? AAA Insurance. And in order to get a bigger discount, they want to monitor your driving habits. And they do that via Android or Apple iPhones, either one. They don't have a little dongle for the car anymore. So, my spouse's phone is an older Android phone and does not support this software. And he's been having some trouble with it, glitching and, restarting in the middle of the day, overheating. The phone is 3 or 4 years old. It was an old, Motorola Q, I think. Yeah, it was one of those first ones that came out that was under $200, and we bought it. Anyway, I digress. The phone's having problems. So, I got this iPhone 5, a little bitty one I bought a few years ago, which is now in the process of erasing itself. And I said, well, I'll get myself a newer iPhone, and I'll give my spouse my old iPhone. So, like any good person, I don't want an iPhone 10, I don't want an iPhone 8, I don't want an iPhone whatever. I decided the 5 was good enough that I would go to the 6. The 5 will be supported a few more years, it'll be fine. So I went to the iPhone 6. I looked on Amazon for refurbished, and everybody claims to have an Apple refurbished phone, but none of them actually do. Because I don't think Apple allows anybody else to refurbish their phones. You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong. And I wasn't going to fall for the trap. So I went on, and they had bad reviews. Most of them were battery related. You sent me a phone, it looks good, it works, but the battery is no good. And that's why Apple recalled all those batteries and did that $29 Apple battery upgrade to keep the heat off their necks from the feds. So I thought, I'll get an iPhone 6 off of eBay. I found one for $220 from a good seller, reputable seller. I bought it, got it in here. It had some minor dings on it, but it had a couple of big dents in the back that they didn't mention in the ad. And the other problem was the battery. The battery just it wouldn't last a whole day. It wouldn't even last, I normally film with my iPhone, and it wouldn't even last through a 5-minute video before the battery was at 30%. So I looked up the Apple iPhone battery replacement and found out they don't care. You qualify. As long as the phone is registered to your account and your name, you can send it into them. So I signed up. They sent me a box. I sent the phone out. I dropped it in the FedEx box Friday afternoon. And today is Tuesday, and I had my phone repaired and sent back to me today. But did I? Now, by no means am I an Apple fanboy at all. I am device agnostic. I really don't care. I just want it to work. And that's why I switched to an iPhone a couple of years ago. I was tired of dealing with the Android phones I was buying, the cheap ones, not working. And I thought, well, if I can get an iPhone for a couple of $100, which is what I would pay for a cheap Android phone, I would get it because everybody I know who has them says they work great. And all I do is I do a little bit of video recording on mine, photos, texting, and phone calls. And that's it. I don't play games on my phone. I don't do all this other stuff. I don't Twitter. I leave that for my tablet or my computer. And so that's why I decided to go with iPhones, and I thought even better for my spouse because now he's complaining about his phone not working. So that's what we did. I got the phone back from Apple, but they included a letter. And I'm going to read you that letter right now, because I had to read it 2 or 3 times just to make sure that I wasn't making something up. And then here's the letter. And you can read it for yourself. Our technicians ran diagnostics on your iPhone. They carefully performed extensive troubleshooting. They determined it was necessary to replace your iPhone. Your replacement device is enclosed. They sent me a new iPhone? Really? For $38, whatever it was I paid? Can I get a drum roll, please? So here's what was in the box. This. I can't show you the bottom or the back because it's got the serial number on it, but they sent me a pretty white box and it was sealed. And inside, a brand spanking new, well, new to me, Look, no more dents in it. No more dents on the back. No abrasions. No nicks. No scrapes. No boo-boos. A brand new iPhone 6. Now, I think you would agree that is above and beyond the Call of Duty for Apple. This wasn't even my phone originally. This was one I bought off eBay used. They had no legal reason to warranty this phone. But because they've had gotten such a bad reputation from these batteries, they thought the phone was mine and it was beat up all to hell, and because of the dents in the back, and according to Apple, that's not good enough. You can't have a dented phone. They sent me a new phone. Thank you, Apple. I mean, thank you. And you know what that does? That makes me want to buy from you guys again. That plain and simple. Maybe somebody had tried to fix it, because there was a screw missing from the bottom. It looked like it had been beaten up, and I believe it had a screen replacement done on it before. And I think Apple just said, no, let's make this guy happy, send him a new iPhone. So thank you, Apple. I wasn't expecting that. In fact, I was half expecting you to send the phone returned to me unrepairable, and say it was time to buy a new phone. But man, you really went above and beyond. So thank you, Apple. I appreciate it. So that's it. That's it for this video. I just wanted to tell everybody out there what happened to me. Your mileage might vary, and hope you enjoyed the video and found it informative and entertaining, if nothing else. Leave us smash that like button. Leave us your comments in the comment section. We take PayPal, Patreon for donations. And don't forget not only to subscribe, but to hit the notification bell so you get notified of new videos that come out. And don't forget, we'll see you on the other side.